Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thanks for joining me today. In this video, we're going to be making a cute birthday card made with this Celebration Tasty Truck set. You can earn this set for free with your $50 in product purchase before tax and shipping, and then you can choose this from the celebration brochure absolutely free, and it makes some adorable cards. So this is the card we're going to be making today. I'm going to be using the Pop of Pink specialty designer paper from the annual catalog. And so I've started by stamping the little truck in basic gray archival ink onto watercolor paper, and then I fussy cut that out. So we're going to be doing some painting and watercoloring with an aqua painter, and some of our classic ink packs. I'm going to start with Tempting Turquoise, and I needed something that would be in the background of these windows so it wouldn't just be white. So I'm going to try just a very light wash of Tempting Turquoise. I thought it was kind of pretty with the Melon Mambo that's in the designer paper. So I'm getting some ink over here, adding some water there, and I don't want to apply too much water to the little truck because I don't want it to bleed through. So I'm going to just do a light wash through here just as a background, just so it's not white. And so I'm going to do it here in this side window and over here in this panel. Okay, so now I can clean off my ink pen with a rag I have to the side. I just squeeze and let the water run down. And next I'm going to take some Melon Mambo and also just squeeze the pad a little bit. And let's see. Oh, I forgot to leave it open. Let's take some of this and go ahead and apply that to the truck. We want a Melon Mambo truck. Now I'm going to do some more stamping right in here, but I wanted to get that background done first, and so I did it first so it would have a chance to dry. And now I'm just doing a light color wash of the Melon Mambo on the truck itself. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and do this part too. And just give it a brush. Now for the lights on the truck, we're going to use our gold Wink of Stella. And let's see. I think that's good. Add a little bit more color here. And in the meantime, all of that's drying on that Tempting Turquoise. And now I'm going to get my Smoky Slate and do the same thing. Just rather a light wash, and I'm going to do this down here. I don't want quite that much water, so I'm going to dry it up a little bit. And again, this is watercolor paper, so it's going to take the water well and absorb it. So it's just that if you want a darker color, you use less water. I'm just doing this down here, and then I'm going to do I think I'm going to pump this lid again and get some more ink. There we go. Now get it a little darker, and then I want this top here in Smoky Slate as well. And then in the center of the tires, just like that. Okay, so now I want to use my basic black marker, and I'm going to take just my stamp case, and I'm going to take and scribble a little bit of that black there, and just pick some of that up and do the tires. I wanted those darker than the the little inside there. So I wanted it black, but not too bold. So I'm using my basic black marker to do that. Okay, there we go. All right, so now let's see. Let me go ahead and clean my brush a bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some Melon Mambo to that little awning. So I really just want to do like the stripes. So I'm just doing barely color, very little water. In fact, I didn't squeeze any water into the brush tip before I started picking up from the ink pad. I just used what was there. Missed a stripe here. And you can see where that makes for a bolder color, a darker color with the less water. And then when it dries, it's lighter. So get it, you know, you don't have to put too much to start with, and then you can always go back and add after it dries. Okay, so now I'm just going to brush some of that off, and I'm going to smooth this out a little bit. Maybe add a little bit more color. In the meantime, our tempting turquoise windows are drying. And I may hit it with the heat tool a bit to make sure it's good and dry. But let's go ahead and take our time and do our Wink of Stella. Let's see, I want the gold. I can find it. Here it is. So I'm just going to do the little lights in gold, and this one down here. And there's one at the back of the truck. Here and right here on the front. Just adds a little fun. And the designer paper has gold accents on some of the patterns as well, so that makes it fun. Now I'm going to do the little rims around the windows, but I really want that to dry, so I think I may do that in a minute. I'm going to hit this with the heat tool for just a second to make sure that that tempting turquoise is dry before I stamp on it. Okay, now I'm going to take the cupcake stamp that's in that set and my basic gray archival ink, and I'm going to ink that up, and I'm going to stamp 3 little cupcakes here on the truck. So I'm going to do the 2 edges first and then the one in the center. Oops. Okay, photopolymer, let's go back over that. There we go, that's good. Alright, so now I'm going to take my clear Wink of Stella and do the cupcake icing, a little sparkly. You know what, I want a little bit more of an outline on that top, so I'm going to redo that. Let's see if I can go back over. There we go. Alright. Okay, Wink of Stella. And then for the little cupcake papers, I'm going to use some more Melon Mambo. And I'm noticing the little edges around the windows there. I don't want to forget doing those. So I'm probably just going to take Smoky Slate again. And that is not, yeah, that is Smoky Slate. Okay, clean my brush, Melon Mambo, pull some of this out. And I appreciate you watching. I know this watercoloring takes a little time, but it's so worth it. It just makes such cute cards, and this set is just adorable. My next video, I'll be using this set again and with a different theme, different color scheme. Okay, that's good. Now I see a little bit of that it's dry. I need a little bit more here of smoky slate. Okay, so now let's look at the building of the card. We're going to let that dry a little bit. And I've got a Melon Mambo base that is cut at 5.5 by 8 1/2. And then a piece of that Papa Pink Designer Series paper with this black diamond pattern that I'm going to use as the bottom layer. So let's just use some liquid glue and put that on. Okay, and then I have a scallop circle cut from that Papa Pink paper, and then a black cardstock, basic black cardstock. This is the 2 3/4 inch. Let me make sure. Yeah, the 2 3/4 inch scallop circle, and this is the 2.5 inch black cardstock circle. And so, and these are from the Circles Framelits. And I'm just going to take this and apply a little bit of glue. That's the empty one, Lisa. And put that in the center. And this is just going to be a backdrop for our little truck. And to give this a little pizzazz, I have one of the new lace doilies. That's just a portion of one. I had punched out the center to use it on another card. And then I had the circle ring left over, cut that in half, and then I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue here that'll be hidden. And I want that peeking out just over here on this left side of the, see how much that adds, and it really stands out against that basic black pattern background. So now I can go ahead and apply this like that. And notice I put it more to the right, about in the center. And then I'm going to take the truck and use liquid glue on that as well. I need to get that other bottle off my desk. All right, let's put this here. Cute. Hold that down a bit. Okay, and now I want a sentiment going across here. So I've already stamped a little wish that's fun to make, and this is just a scrap piece of 1/2 inch Whisper White. And then I'm going to use my classic label punch and punch this out. You could stamp this in either Memento black ink or use your black marker, or even the Archival Basic Gray would look fine. And then I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals, and I want to cut it in half and then use that behind that sentiment piece. And let's pull this off. Goodness. And then that's going to go right here. Don't want to cover up too much of the cupcakes there. Just like that. And then I have my gold sequin trim, and I'm just going to pull off 3 of these flat sequins like that, and use my fine tip glue pen and scatter these on this basic black pattern paper. Let's do there, and come down here. And so then I just have to pop these over top. And then I've already done a little sentiment for the inside. And I'll show you that as soon as I get these little sequins on. And I'll have the dimensions for all this on my website at inkinspirations.com. Here's that same scallop circle, and then also a whisper white, and I stamped happy birthday, now where's the cake, and put a cupcake on it. And I'm going to glue that to the inside of the card. Okay, there's your card for today. If you have any questions, let me know. Watercoloring is fun. I hope you will give it a try. And remember, you can earn this set for free with your $50 qualifying purchase. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.